but I'm liking that. I am definitely liking that. I know Augie's going to be running TPS runs, ISE runs a little bit later on when he starts streaming. He's going to be streaming in about like half an hour or something. So I'm probably going to be joining up with him and doing runs when that starts up. That's definitely... So guys, what do you guys think? You guys watch that? You saw that build. You saw how it performed for the most part. I mean, we can do some more other stuff if you guys want to see more of it. You saw it getting built. What do you think? Oh, hello. LOL. I was sure we put that in and saved it. Pog open slot. Wait, can the cat do a pog? Oh, let's see. Apparently I can. And yes, it's missing a lot of science, like it's not using science abilities. It's like the only thing we have are really control. It seems more Jew than Psi. It does. Does seem to be more. Although we didn't really see what the debuffs are doing. I'm gonna lose some. I'm gonna lose a lot of control out. I lost a lot of control on that. But the control we were only using for the grav well to hold them in place, really. We're not getting much damage at all from the grav well anyway, one way or another. Neither are we getting much damage from the tractor beam. That's more to hold them. So a lot of our damage is coming from these guys. So I actually need to buff EPG on this to get the debuffs, to get like the dots going. I am using the DRB to proc the secondary deflector. Well, there's actually like a couple abilities in there to proc the secondary deflector. 3 abilities? Yeah. Deteriorating secondary deflector, the radiation. Yeah. This is not a control build. It has control in it, but it's not supposed to be a control build. It's not a mainline control build. That's the thing, Mark, is that which direction do we go in? It's like one of those Zen diagrams. Like, do we buff control? Do we buff EPG? Do we buff the weapons? Do we increase debuff? Do we, I mean, we just have to find where the comfortable medium is between all these things, which is the most powerful. The radiation is buffed. Well, I guess that's 6,500. If I put this back on, 6,700. What is this giving us? Exotic particle and control. Puts it what, at 38? The EPG, yeah, and requires subsystem powers. I know. I have a torp built for this. I even have a plasma torp for this. And I did do like 500k yesterday night, 512k yesterday with the torp build. It wasn't even a Sci-Torps. They weren't Sci-Torps. They were the meta torps. And I did 500k with them. Yeah, it's still not there. It just, you know what, it doesn't have to be the top. It doesn't really matter that it doesn't outperform the Sci-Torps or the Torps or the EPG, the pure EPG meta. I just want something that I can like use in both DPS runs and in just like randoms and stuff. And that'll can handle itself in elites, and this seems to be fine. I think it is. Like, I do have some better Sci-DEW things. Someone's Musin is trying out the different skins on his ship. That's the Sable. Save that. And I think Jusai and Torpsai was a bit closer. Yeah, I mean, if I S in here, I can put the gravimetric torp in here. If I put the gravimetric torp in here, this thing will be crazy. Because the gravimetric torp will actually benefit from these guys, from the control and EPG. But our main thing here is to put dots on and to have the dots buffed by this. Boy, I wish I had one more console slot. I wish I had one more console slot. I would put another EPG console in there. I mean, I could give up. What can I give up? This is a rough, tough one. Crit severity is kind of low. there. That's... Well, we don't have that, so we have to do best with what we do have. 287, so that's improved slightly. I could actually go with the full 4-piece revolutionary. That would be interesting, right? I lose... Let's try it. I'm gonna lose a bit of control, but I am gonna gain other stuff. I'm gonna lose a lot of control, actually. That might have been too much, but let's see. Let's buff up. Okay. We did lose quite a lot of control there, but we gained a lot of EPG. And this actually is beneficial to a Sci-DEW type. Right? And we have this back. So those of you wondering why we're having such a hard time with this, because Sci-DEW is not a meta, basically. It is definitely an off meta. It's a branch that is really niche because it doesn't perform as well as the other metas, like having a science ship with torpedoes. Or just a plain science ship just pumping out everything, like take out the tactical consoles and stick like either EPG consoles or consoles that buff EPG damage in there. Those two metas for science ships are basically the king. Buffing energy weapons on a science ship is kind of... So we're just experimenting. Delphic Terror console. At this point, I would have to... I don't think I have Boronite laced weaponry. That's one I don't have. I don't have all the stuff, unfortunately. I make do with what I have. Should be able to proc it a few times. Yeah. I dropped that console, didn't I? So what consoles do I have left that have procs? It is the induction and the subspace jumper, right? Because I don't think the quantum warhead benefits. It's got its own recharge rate independent. That's the Boronite, aren't you talking? Boronite laced weaponry. Attacks from priming turret creates subspace terrors at foes. Yeah, I don't have that, unfortunately. Where is it from? I don't have plasma storm. If you're talking about the one from the Raider, I never had the Raider. I don't have all the things. Someone's fancy. Nice, congratulations on getting your Section 31 battlecruiser, heavy battlecruiser. So, okay. I'm not so lucky. I'm lucky. I mean, I have the Janeway. Cat one's in the room. Bear with me, guys. I open the door for the cat, and the cat looks at me. It's like, I don't know whether I want to go in or go out. I'm gonna sit here and scratch at your door. It's like, I want to make the decision on my own time, so just leave the door open for me so I can go in or out, whether I want to or not. I think this is fairly decent. I mean, we've lost some control on that. I don't mind. What is our grav well at? It's still minus 0.38 and 10 kilometers. Yeah. I'm sure at some point, if I get Space Switch again, I will pick up that ship. There's a lot of ships I need. Can we get an angle to frame all this? Like, this is like what, 4 billion? Actually, that's more than that. How much is in this screenshot? The 4.5, more like 6 billion. A bit more than that. I think that's more like 6 billion in this screenshot right here. Wow, that's kind of crazy. So here's the issue I've had, and I had this. This is what caused my burnout initially from the game. Caused me to take a time off. Is that it was very expensive to keep up with the meta, with the current meta, with all the best traits. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed, but a lot of the must-have best in slots are in extremely expensive ships. Extremely expensive ships. And even some of the gear-wise, for example, like, it's not so much now, but say for example Coalition disruptors. It was kind of expensive keeping up with the meta. Like, I definitely could not afford the ships back then, and getting the gear and getting it updated, whatever, that's what caused the initial burnout. So that's why I say I'm a reformed DPSer now. I can't keep up. I do the best I can. I don't have a lot of the best traits. I just use what I can, and it might not be the top end, but you know, I'm fine with that. I might not be able to hit like 700, 800 DPS like some people, but for the most part, I can reliably get over 200k, and in actuality, most of the time I'm doing like 300k. The tier 5x wells. That would be a tier 5-U-X, right? You have the U upgrade and the X upgrade on that. And can still do 200, yeah. For sure. So again, not to put a downer on anyone who actually does have the ships and or pays or gets these things. It's just that I can't keep up with that, so I just do what I can with what I have. And I think this is sort that. I think this is a pretty good. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, the overwhelming emitters should help, but that actually might drop it for something else. I mean, it's interesting. What does the trait do again? Overwhelm emitters adds a radiation damage over time to the target. This affects other enemies within 3 kilometers of the target and causes damage every second for 15 seconds. It's not much of a radiation dot. 600, I mean, it'll stack on with all the other dots we're doing, for sure, and it'll proc the Torment engine. But it's not that much. So, let's see. What other options do we have for that? I mean, sensor scrambler. Scramble sensors. AoE confused, exotic damage, control resists. Or a transfer shield strength, or even TBR. TBR 2. Yeah, I hear you on that. Can we squeeze a? We can. It's got a pretty solid repel. So basically you would pop the grav well, and then if there's something out of range, use that. Or just hit them with the scramble sensors. Let's try scramble sensors, since we're in that area of throwing debuffs around. What do we have here? I mean, this is just for funsies, right? He did not get it. Back in the day, that was a long time ago. Okay, so lock trait. Since we got rid of this, we can take that out. And mastery, what is this? Enhanced cloak integration. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try that out. +100 turn rate and flight speed for 8 seconds or until exiting cloak, restores hull for 8 seconds, and another roughly 10% cycle haste, firing cycle haste for 8 seconds. I don't know how useful that is, but shrug.
We are forever young, never escaped our youth. They card me at the movie, still got the look.
Right. And this is just giving me what? 10%. So to get that off, I would actually, we have two things that are giving us
Forever if we don't grow up. Life in the movies ain't got nothing on us.
if I increase aux power, I'm gonna lose on the all damage bonus.
I wouldn't let you forget not a moment of it. Yeah. Oh, how I wish we could stay. Oh, how I wish I could change. Progress is so far away.
Which is down to like 8.4% now. Down from like 20%.
In my head, I live another life. We cut loose to Austin, have the time of our lives. We're gonna meet some girls down in Tokyo. Play Gears of War, grow up, and then rule the world. Hey, oh how I wish we
That's 10%.
oh how I wish I could change.
Trades.
Progress is so far away.
And that's 12%.
Our lives are well underway. Our minds they start to decay.
Although,
Far away.
since that's going to be running a lot, what are we under? 22. It goes over. You can overcap it. Holy shit. Holy effing shit. Which trait? It is not a trait, it's the 3-piece of the stealth fighter set. Oh, that's at 15%. Actually, that looks pretty good. %, here. And just this is unbuffed, right? And 12% here. But when we fire off the induction, which lasts for what, 30 seconds? We get like 22% on the firing cycle haste. And 22% all, okay. So that's an insane alpha strike. That actually is pretty good. Let's stick with that. Go back to 1. Yeah, look, we're at 135s. And having the controls to cool that down, which I might actually swap this then, like scramble sensors too. Let's save this, and I'm gonna give it another test run. But we'll test it with the scramble sensors first. That's pretty fast. Aren't you supposed to give us a speed buff after exiting? Or is that during cloak? That is after, while cloak we get the speed buff. And the firing haste is after. Romulan with both SRO and subterfuge. Yes, I know this would be really, really good for a Romulan character. Unfortunately, I only have like the SRO, 2 SROs for the moment. I would really love to have Infiltrator actually. Subterfuge is nice. It's definitely nice. I would love to have the Infiltrator though, to have a little bit longer than a 5-second. However, since I am running the stealth fighter set, I get the 2-piece bonus. Which is recharge time and then crit chance and severity. Let's save this again. Last time we're saving that. And we'll pop our buffs. And then we are going to go in again and have a look-see. Terribly sorry for that guy. That flashing light there, I should have. That's going to require a warning on the stream, really. Wow. Let's balance that.
You have entered an area. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Ship is under attack.
Give us the space jizz.
Core shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Rear shield failing. Target shield has failed. Right
So if I
shield
cloak
failing.
up,
Left shield
that should heal me really fast. Yeah, look at that heal. That's pretty good.
Core shield failing.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly.
Target shield has failed. Hull integrity below 50%. Core shield failing. Right shield failing.
You will stand down and surrender to the Benton Guard. Sensors
There's
are
our light
picking up
show.
small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with bolt holes, temporary hideouts.
Target shield has failed.
Do I have an opening there?
Core shield failing.
My subspace jump misfired.
Core shield failing. Hull integrity below 25%. Hull integrity below 50%.
We do what we want, where we want.
I'm just gonna wait for the grav well to come off cooldown, and then we're gonna nuke these guys. Plus I'm healing up.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed. Core shield failing.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
I'm taking you with me.
Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Core shields failing. Target shields have failed. Right shield failing. Left shield failing.
Lord Bane, how you doing?
Hull integrity below 25%.
Not much is going on. We are just working on a Sci-DEW build. Nope. What? Did my continuity go off? I did not see my continuity go off earlier. Did I take damage? I did. Respawn.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
That's got it. Excellent work. We'll send over a pacification party. Take the
Meh.
suspect into custody.
Didn't level it yet. It's
Thank you
a
for your
decent ship.
assistance. And
It's
the
more
Kazon
than a
have
decent
long
ship.
been
It's
one
a
of the more
top-rated
aggressive
ship.
races in this. We have the suspect.
It is indeed a high performance ship. Definitely does better with torpedoes. More than anything, torpedoes. So you can kind of set it up like a Titan as well. So you can go like pure science build. Oh yeah, if you switch this to like science and well, miracle or well, I'm sure you guys will figure something out. Where'd everyone go? Did it drop me in a different instance from everyone else? Or did everyone else just go somewhere else? I had like a torp build on this and I did 500k DPS, 512k DPS yesterday in an ISE. So I'm stoked with that. And not a Sci-Torp, a Meta Torp build. And it still did pretty well. So today I'm just messing around with the Sci-Torp build. With the Sci-DEW, I'm sorry. I don't know how well the Scramble sensors worked out. That also procs. I think that also procs the deteriorating secondary deflector.
I don't know what anyone else has seen in you to make them think differently. And I don't know what anyone else has seen in you. I wanna be just like you, and so does everyone else. I wanna want to
Let's see. That's not what I wanted to do. Is there something, a mission we can run at TFO that can be a good test for this? Yes, I am using temporal operatives. All your other tunes have promo ships, so I put it on my side tune. Okay. Temporal operative and constable. So we are getting the dot. 10 mean, we could pug. I could pug this. See how it performs in a pug. Okay. This is always hit and miss, by the way. Apparently the weapon emitters are here on the corners of the... Right here and right here is where it's firing the dual beam banks from. But we'll test this out. We'll see how it goes.
The situation is grim. Begin by just...
Oh, we do have another side ship.
Getting the nanite transformer. Gun. Additional zigzags available.
I didn't want to do that. That was a misclick for sure.
Shields failing. Target's shields have failed.
The nanite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them.
Right shield failing. Target's shields have failed. Rear shields failing. Core shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Left shield failing. Hull integrity below 25%. Target's shields have failed.
I'm just, I think I crashed I crashed my parser uploading that, but it did 206k approximately in that run. 200k ISA, I think, is a good one. We got a 1 mil, 1 mil max 1 hit there. Yeah. Full side team. Oh, just gonna be despawns. Yeah, maybe. I didn't see any despawns. I was focusing on stuff. You guys probably got a better look at that. Damage in, attacks in, look at that. I was the tank, apparently. Apparently, I am the tank cat. Haha, although the weaponized emitter did 28k. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's nuts. Wide angle, gravity well, alright. Entropic Rider was a little low, but that's because stuff kept dying really quick. Pets. Personal buffs are in options HUD. Go to the space. Buff display scale self. So you can either use the slider or input in. And you see there it changes. Yeah, that's kind of weak. I think I've seen like hits like 1.7 up to 2 mil on that one. And welcome to the stream, Reven Streak. And you can I should have showed you. You can change both the space and ground here. Try and GTO, get my Janeway doing better myself. Trying to get the Janeway? Okay. She is a nice ship. And I think that this particular build is actually is a good one. The only thing I probably change would be the scramble sensors. Well, all right. Since we got some new people, I guess let's go over this from the top. This is not my kinetic build. I do have a kinetic build, but that's we're putting that aside for now. It performs well, by the way. We're changing things up here a bit. So I have dark matter, the wide angle. So I have the 3-piece Lorca here. Emperor shield, Emperor vanity shield for sure. 2 agony phaser dual beam banks. Both the trilithiums in the back. Both the phaser turret and the beam array. So they don't stack. They have the 2-piece for this, which is like a haste buff. The haste buff does not stack, but you get an additional chance to proc it, basically, having these 2 here. I just switched over to the revolutionary 4-piece. And then we have like a deteriorating thingy. Lorca, we have the 3-piece stealth fighter set in here. So that is the quantum warhead, the subspace jumper, and the enhanced induction coil. There's the other part of the trilithium set. I put in a exotic particle exciter with control and a Bellum particle generator. And then there's that, a Fury Torment engine and some locator Wait a second. Nanny? Oh, for F's sake. You guys can laugh at me now. This is, I guess, typical streamer dumbassery. They weren't torp, they were the plasma consoles. I do have torp console. They have the plasma these are what? These are the plasma torp consoles, and these are the torpedo consoles. They're kind of mixed around. Okay, because they're on different ships, that's why. I put the wrong locators in. Skills. And that's my skill tree if you want to take a screenshot of that. First, you can always go back to the VoD and take a look at it.
Well, I boot you up and my imagination's running wild.
Mark, you'd think so, but hold on, let me show you something.
Lego as a child. Got my workbench good to go. My sticks and planks are all stockpiled. And I'm
So this buffs all dots, all forms of dots, all forms of fire, radiation, plasma damage, and physical damage, all sources from every single source. Not just your weapons, everything. Every single thing. The main thing I have it on though, if I highlight this and take a look at the dot for the entropic rider, it says here like 1.1, 2.5% chance for like 1.1k physical damage every second. 1.7. So that's like almost a 50% increase. Just solid, flat out. This is just the unbuffed stuff. It's just solid, and that includes everything. So the dot that all the dots that I'm throwing around, all the radiation dots, everything. It is quite literally buffing all the things. Yeah. If you're running temporal spec, this has to be in your ship. You are running without this. You are just giving away too much damage. You have to have this on your ship. It's a best in slot for running temporal spec. Also, if you run like plasma torpedo, best in slot. Absolutely, hands down, best in slot. If you are doing any kind of dot build, hands down, best in slot. It is quite interesting. The dot itself that it procs is not too good. I mean, it'll proc and does 2k damage. I think it actually buffs itself as well. Does it buff itself? It literally buffs itself. Not by much. Not by much, but it does buff itself. Okay, don't tell the devs. Yeah, actually, well, I'd give up the 3-piece. Let's take a look. Where is it? Alright, this one actually might not have proc that much, but that actually might be a better. Give up on the 3-piece and just stick with the 2-piece. Yeah. No, I think you're right. Actually, I know you're right. Do we have any other control ability? Hold on, let me look something up here. Oh, scramble sensors actually procs the unconventional systems. No effing way. It does. This actually triggers procs unconventional systems trade. Interesting. So we have what? GravWell, we have scramble sensors, we have the tractor beam. That's 3 things. Do I have anything else? No. Interesting. Huh. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. I am using unconventional system. Terran Task Force phaser radiation be less powerful than the Agni phasers, do you think? You're asking whether I can put a dual heavy up on the front instead of one of the dual beam banks, the Delta. Damn it. Yeah. I don't have any more room for it. For Domino. I don't have TPRM, but I don't have room for Domino. Does not, scramble sensors does not work on Borg. Noted. For Borg, I think I will switch that over to a TBR. Tractor beam repulsor. I guess. So keeping to 1 torp on the build, I think Grav is probably the best in slot for Sci-Torp, yes. For a Sci-Torp, the gravimetric torp is probably hands down the best torp out there. It is still one of the top torps out there, just the gravimetric rift itself, not the torp. The gravimetric rift itself is effing crazy. And it but definitely benefits from anything that busts your gravity wells. Is it exotic? Is it exotic radiation? That's the question. Terran Rep Store. Indeed, you can. Okay, so the difference here is that is a chance to apply a dot. And these automatically apply a dot. It's not a radiation dot, but it's still a phaser dot. Right? And that dot is just automatically placed there. Okay, so there's 2 types of radiation damage. There is exotic radiation and there's non-exotic radiation. And exotic radiation is what you think it is. It's the stuff that procs off of exotic abilities and stuff. And that is basically, that does scale off of EPG. The radiation that procs off of weapons typically is not considered exotic and does not scale off of EPG. But I can actually double check for you. Okay, non-exotic radiation source. Radiant Quantum Torb, Alliance Hyper Cannon, Experimental Protomatter, Harping, Salton Wave, Trilithium, Counter Command, Withering Disruptors from the Terran Task Force are non-exotic radiation, so they do not scale off of EPG. So it's actually interesting that we have two kinds of, well, no, we have precedence for that, right? We have the plasma. We have exotic and non-exotic versions of plasma damage, right? They implemented that, which was like a kick in the teeth when they did that, right? They basically separated it from the embassy consoles. That was one of the first nerfs that they did to the embassy consoles. That's prior to the one they did in season 13. Yeah, I think so. I think this is a really, really good setup. But yeah, for Borg, that is definitely going to be at TBR. Not the reverse TBR. We put like Ragamal on there to make it a pull. And that will work fantastic against stuff like tactical cubes, the transformers, the nodes of the transformers, the gateway, all that stuff. No, unfortunately, she cannot. She cannot run cannons. And that is my only disappointment on this, because otherwise I would be putting spiral waves right now on this bloody thing. You'll see me flying with spiral waves and spewing all the freaking pew-pew like it was a bukkake. You heard me. Hey, Selaknar. No, where are you going, Selaknar? Off he goes. Pew, bye, Selaknar. But Jedi is here. Everyone's popping by to say hello. Hello, guys. How you guys doing? Maybe a Jusai Titan in the star. Yeah, the Titan can run it. The Titan is kind of awkward, but it can. If you go in tactical mode, you can even run like a Scatter Volley 3, which is nice. You have to give up the Gravwell 3, but Scatter Volley 3, man, F that shit. It's, yeah, as a destroyer, you just run it as a destroyer and just wreck all the things. Yes. That was actually a very nice touch. So the ships don't, it's not static, they kind of breathe. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit fuzzy, right? I'm sorry about this stream being so fuzzy, guys. I'll do a 1080 stream later on at some point very soon. Yes, I think so. Well, I think what, one is no bonus? Yeah, one has no bonus, two has a 5% bonus, and three has the 10% bonus. Which adds up. I mean, you're talking about cannons, right? Dual heavy cannons, or dual cannons. And you're firing at 3 targets at a time. Yeah. I don't know. I still think that well, because you're losing accuracy as well, right? So I still think that the 3 is much better than the 1 or the 2. The 2 is definitely better. 1 is garbage. Don't even run 1. Scatter Volley 1. just drinking some water, guys. I haven't hydrated in a while, so give me a couple of minutes to wet my throat a little bit. Alright, thank you. Let us see. Did I save that? I probably did not save that. You know what? And I'm also... What am I running? I'm running floods, aren't I? That's fine, we'll keep the floods. That's on cooldown. Is there a patrol we can do? I don't know. Well, a lot of patrols is multi-target, and this is more of a single target boat. So we'll have to be cognizant of that. Definitely single target, although it does have the grav well in there. If it's getting fired on from different angles from multiple targets, it'll get messed up. Royally messed up. Shall I parse that? Yeah, okay. There we go. I'll parse the Argala. Just to see. I don't normally parse Argala.
Have entered an area controlled by the Fenton. You are now my deputy. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding. Concentrating fire on
Oh, there's a
individual
continuity,
ships.
okay.
Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
We will not go quietly.
What were they hitting me with? Torpedo, 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 torpedo. Torpedo, torpedo, torpedo. Yeah, that's... holy shit. Sometimes I wonder if there is like an instance of Argala where they just have extra torpedoes on them.
failed.
You will stand down and surrender to the Benthan Guard.
4 shields failing.
Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with bolt holes, temporary hideouts.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Oh, someone got shut down. Nice.
Target shields have failed. 4 shields failing.
We do what we want, where we want.
Warning, ship is under attack. 4 shields failing. Target shields have failed.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
Target shields have failed.
I'm taking you with me.
Warning, ship is under attack. 4 shields failing.
Okay, I'm gonna do the space gist, but this is probably gonna kill me. Yep.
Hull integrity below 50%.
But I also missed.
Warning, ship is under attack. Hull integrity below 50%.
That's got it. Excellent work. We'll send over a pacification party to take the suspect into
This is
custody.
not too bad.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this sector. We have the suspect.
I like it. Okay, so this is definitely something I'm willing to try hop on in an ISE run in the future, maybe tonight or something with the guys and gals once we start doing that thing. Alright, what time is it? 2:45. Has Augie started streaming yet? He has not, eh? Lefty79, thank you for the follow. It is really appreciated. Welcome, and now you are a member of the Best Cat Herd. Yes, you heard me. We have a herd of best cats, and you are a member. Your privileges include puking in shoes and knocking things off tables. Noise, yes, exactly.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
Red alert. All hands come
Big
out of station.
Papa, how you doing, buddy? How's your day going? How's your Saturday afternoon going? So I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. There's probably better and alternatives. Lucenario, I bet you do. I bet you do. And the other one is probably the TBR, reverse TBR for Borg runs, really. I would love to see how this parses in one of those. We did what, 200k in an ISA, a little bit 205k in an ISA. Getting a ship over 200k in ISA is impressive in my books. I'm just saying, just saying. TLDR, I don't know if there's a TLDR version. I do not know if there's a TLDR version. Because it is quite in-depth. There's a lot of little things, bits and pieces there, a lot of synergies. So, have you been playing for a year, or have you just been, like, you got the thing and haven't played? Do you own do you have a endgame character at level 65? And reading through this, yeah, okay. I get that. I am somewhat responsible for that as well. I'm sorry. 3. Okay. There are definitely people who will sit down and help you with builds. Lysin, how you doing? Yes, she is very much fun to fly. Very, very fun to fly. This one here is a Sci-DEW build we've been working on for the past 2 hours and a bit, with help from guys in the So a good person to watch actually would be Augmented Dictator Gaming. He's really knowledgeable. He's a friend of mine. He helps support this channel as well. His videos are fairly high end, and he has like all the expensive stuff. And when I say he has all the expensive stuff, he has all the expensive stuff. All of them. Sly Cadaver, welcome. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome to the herd of best cats, where privileges include puking in shoes, tearing up furniture, and knocking things off tables. It is high end. So what I say is like, Augie stuff is more of a suggestion for you, the direction you want to go. Most people will not be able to copy his builds directly, and even if you do copy his builds exactly, you're probably very space rich, but you might not be able to pull off what he can pull off, because his builds are basically for him. They're fit for his playstyle. But he is very, very knowledgeable about pretty much everything in the game. There might be like a few people, 1, 2, maybe 3 people that have more knowledge in the game. Another person, you did mention you were on the Reddit. So if you go onto the Reddit Discord actually, and ask around in the Discord itself, there is someone called Sizer. She is probably one of the most knowledgeable people in the game. Old school, but she's probably like OG as OG gets. She has a lot of knowledge from way past, so asking around in there. There is no magical wand that will turn you into a high-end player overnight. It does take a lot of time, and there is something to be said for experience and practice. Like doing the parsing runs, for example, that does actually require some practice to get it good. And even afterwards, even after someone myself, I have like 12,000 hours in this game. I still flub the parsing runs every once in a while. Not a lot though. But getting that practice, that experience, seeing what works for you, tailoring the build and the knowledge you get to use for yourself to absorb that and like internalize that and turning that into something that you can use and that you can excel with. Some people can do it faster than others, but it does take time, so you have to have patience for that. And I know you said you've been playing for about a year or so. That doesn't mean much. Tri-wheel, are you still here? Counter YOLO is pretty good. MC Stu actually has some good budget stuff coming up as well. Ares is a very good teacher. Ares is actually, yes, a very good teacher. Let's see. Oh, well, that's dumb. There. Ares Production, check out his channel, give him a follow when he streams. He helps out actually every Sunday. Tomorrow they do ship build things where they help someone set up a DPS build. Check that out for sure. Or you just go for Space Barbie endgame. That's true. That is also true. Hey, Super Destructo Maverick, how you doing? I was off getting carry out. What were your 5 top weapon skills in the parse? Which parse? I do so many parses. Are you talking about the 512k parse I did yesterday? Yeah, what time are you streaming, Big Papa Tart? Space Barbie is better when you can actually get 200 plus K in a ship and then you outfit it 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so in about 3 hours. So I gave Ares a shout out. That should be Augie's channel. Did I mistype it? I mistyped it. Well, how can I mistype it? Let's try this again. pressing all the wrong buttons on this thing. I am sorry, guys.
Red alert. All hands come out of
There we go. So that is Augie's channel. I recommend you go follow him for when he streams. Also, when you're at his channel, there is his. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I will actually link that for you myself. That is his YouTube channel. That is Augie's YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. Follow that. Watch the videos. It's very helpful.
Black alert. Black alert.
And then there is MC2 2001. Follow him also. He also does budget builds and helps out. Looks like a bottle opener. You know what? I like to think of this thing at the end here more of like the lanyard loop, like, you know, when you have like keychains or things, like you can like thread a lanyard on here and like hook it onto your belt or like around your neck. You can wear the ship around your neck. Very laid back, very sweet, and he's so handsome. He's very handsome, very good looking man. He's got that very intense gaze. So the other 32nd century ship, the one with the ring on it, that one is definitely a bottle opener. This is a lanyard hoop. Yeah, this is a lanyard ring. This is for like wearing the ship as a necklace or putting it on your keychain. But am I doing runs? I am about to end it actually. I'm gonna see if Augie has started streaming and raid him. If he hasn't, then I will pick someone else to raid. But thank you for asking. Print the ship and actually do it. I don't know if this is printable. It'll be interesting. I don't think this is printable just because of how it is detached. A carabiner clip. Yeah, that too. The hole is a new type of... There is so many jokes we can make about that, Reynolds. I'm sure there will be like the companies that make the ship models and stuff probably are going to make one of these at some point soon, and it's going to be like probably clear resin or something or clear epoxy that holds it together. Eagle Moss has the right. Stargate. Okay, thank you. So I think they will be that will be a thing. But I suppose you can take it off the stand and thread a... If they make this multi-vectored, wow, that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, actually, wow. Yeah, the head is definitely a Prometheus head. Much more so than an Intrepid head. I don't know, Stargate, have you been watching? Have you been lurking on this and seeing the crazy Sci-DEW build we have here? Hang it on your cat collar. Turn it into a bell. Yeah, that'd be interesting, making a bell with this kind of shape on it. I am happy with this ship. Okay, what is going on here? I'm just trying to see who we are gonna raid. By the way, today's stream, I'm probably gonna upload it to YouTube either tomorrow or Monday for those of you who want to rewatch it on that platform. Okay, do you guys have a recommendation for a raid target? Actually, you know what? Yeah. She hasn't actually, oh, damn it. I keep pressing the wrong button. Let's see, what did I miss? Arctic Night, yes, I got it. Been on and off, okay. So part of any ship does not matter how good it is if you don't like it. Yeah, we're gonna read Morgana. It's Morgana Le Fay, right?
Streets they run with blood and fire, the price of liberty.
All right. She's a pretty good streamer. She actually took a break from streaming for a while. I guess she was being harassed by someone, one of her regulars, one of her viewers or something. But it is a she, right? With the name Morgana, I am assuming so. So I'm just gonna go with that. But they're back streaming. She's back streaming. So that's a good thing. She's been a long time SEO streamer, right? So we'll give her a meow. We're gonna send the cat herd over. Everyone go there, give her all the cats, all the love, all the meows, and scratch up her furniture a little bit. Just this is how we show our love, by scratching her furniture, especially the expensive leather furniture. If there's an expensive leather couch, scratch it up. The armrest, the back, everything. Just, you know what I mean. All right, so Sly Cadaver, thank you again for that follow. Lefty79, thank you for the follow. Reven Streak, thank you for the follow. Q Continuum, thank you for the cheers, the bits. And Mark, also, thank you for the follow. Apple of Fulgar, thank you for the raid. Love you all, guys.